If you are an IGNOU student pursuing its graduation in English honors who has not even flicked through any of its books from its syllabus and who has no idea as to how he or she can prepare for its upcoming examination, provided that you only have limited time and only limited effort to put in, then continue watching to this video, because in this video I'm going to share with you a bunch of or a couple of tips or strategies from my experience that I implemented while I was preparing and while I was preparing for my own examination, own IGNOU examination. However, through this video, I want to be transparent and honest with you. I'm not going to be clickbaity, because within the time frame of 1 month, all you can expect from yourself is maximum 80 or 70% if you are among driven and determined students. And I don't want to keep you under the dark and give you false hope that just by watching this video you will ultimately be able to achieve 90 percentage. So keeping that in mind, let's dive right into the video and jump onto the first tip, which happens to be the most important when it comes to preparing for any examination. So at the very first, you might want to start off by setting a specific goal in terms of the percentage and maximum marks that you want to achieve in this semester, from this year. There's always something interesting about setting goal. Setting goal will not only help you to align to your current action, your efforts in terms of how you study for your exams, how you cover your syllabus, but it will also help you in determining how much you can expect from yourself. And I had this realization when I was preparing for my examination. During the first year of my graduation, unlike any typical newbie, I had no idea about the syllabus, about the exam pattern, about the syllabus pattern or curriculum. I had no idea as to how I could go about studying, how I am supposed to cover the syllabus, and what are the strategies or tips that might help me in preparing effectively for my exam. Therefore, eventually, I ended up securing inadequate marks during my first year of graduation, because back then I had not set any goal. I had no idea as to this is the percentage or this is the marks that I can expect or that I should be aiming for during this year. Therefore, during the second year I had decided that I was not going to repeat the same old mistake. Instead, before even starting to prepare for my exam, I am going to set a clear goal in my mind that this is the percentage I should be aiming for. And during my second year, I decided, provided that I only have 2 months to prepare for and I only have limited to efforts to put in, I should be aiming for 70 percentage. And surprisingly, I ultimately ended up securing maximum 70% mark in most of my exams. I said that I was able to obtain 70% marks just by setting a clear goal of percentage in my mind. I meant it, and that is exactly what you might wanna do. What you wanna do during your year of graduation. You wanna have a clear goal. You wanna have a clear image of the marks, the maximum marks that you are aiming for from yourself in this year of your examination, in this year of your graduation. So now that you have set a clear goal, now that you have determined this is the percentage that you are aiming for, how are you going to study for it? How are you going to align your efforts in terms of studying for the exams, in terms of covering the syllabus, knowing that as a student of literature you will have a compilation of books and syllabus to cover. As for IGNOU's syllabus, the syllabus IGNOU provides, based on my experience, I have observed that each book from IGNOU syllabus consists of 4 blocks, and each block consists of 4 units. And there is no certain amount of number which says that this is the number of pages that involves that is involved in the units. So it is inevitable that at this point you are going to feel overwhelmed by the amount of study material that you still have to learn. So in order to make it manageable and in order to feel less overwhelmed by the amount of syllabus that you still need to cover, what you want to do is to break down your syllabus based on your interest and your preferences, so that it becomes easier for you every time you are studying for your exam, or every time you are reading a novel. It gets easier and less overwhelming and stressful for you to study. Every time when I would break down my syllabus into small manageable chunks, what I would do, at the very first I would start off by opening the first page of my book. Let's say it is BEGC 105 American Literature during my second year. So what I did, I opened the first page of my book and take a brief look at the content provided in that book. And first, at the very first, I went through it. I read the title of the chapters of the novel out loud, and by just there is something really powerful, or there is something very effective about this fact that as soon as you read out loud the title of the novel, you are going to feel fascinated by it. You are going to be like, yeah, this is a novel that I think I will be able to read effectively. And if I see any questions from this novel in my exam, I will be efficiently able to answer the question if in my exam. So therefore, what you might want to do is to break down your syllabus based on your preference and your interest. Once you have figured that out, head over to YouTube, listen to the summary, the small summary, the brief summary of that novel, and get back to your book and read thoroughly about the novel, everything that has been provided to you in your book. This one step is going to make things easier. So while setting goals and breaking down your syllabus are the two essential components for effective learning process, retaining what you have learned is equally important. Therefore, you might want to implement something that allows you to retain everything that you have learned until your exam finally approaches. So to make sure that everything that you have learned, that you have covered from your syllabus, you should implement active recall, and this is something that I find particularly effective. So active recall is a learning strategy where you actively stimulate memory retrieval during learning process. So what you do in active recall, instead of just rereading the novel, instead of rereading anything or reviewing it, or in other words, instead of passively preparing and reading for your examination, what you do, you actively engage in studying by actively recalling it. So active recall might involve things like explaining what you have read, what you have just read, or what you have just learned to yourself in your own words. When I would prepare for my exam, what I would do, every time I would have complete any novel, every time I would have learnt any poem, what I would do, after every 5 minutes, I would try to explain everything to myself in my own words. So this would not only help me in ensuring that the areas where I might need to make improvement, and this would not only help me to ensure that I am preparing effectively for my exam, but this would also allow me to retain what I have learned for longer term, at least until my exam approach. And therefore, while preparing for your exam, you need to make sure that you implement this strategy that will allow you to retain and reinforce your knowledge, your information, anything that you have retrieved while learning and preparing for your exams. So I hope that I have provided you with some simpler yet effective strategies and tips throughout this video. If yes, then consider subscribing to my channel